Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships. We got the 5v5 now with ships, double ship zone. So glad to be back in the 5v5 mode. I feel a bit rusty, but I sure have missed it compared to that 3v3 that seemed like it dragged on forever. So here's the first match, the very first match of the first week. Let's take a look at the board here. My opponent set down 3 GLs up top. His Ray, his JML, and then look, he's got Sith Eternal Emperor there with Malik. So he did kind of the same thing I did. I ain't gonna lie, I put 3 GLs on defense too, but I put them guarding my ships as well. A little bit different than him. Down south, he's got a Newt squad and then GG with BB-8, and that's fine. That's going to be a pretty easy route, so at least I know if my, opponent gets stuck and I get stuck, I can clear the bottom, and then it'll be an efficiency war. But the first thing I want to do, of course, is play with the new toy and take the imps out for a spin on his C team. So that's what we're going to attack first. So I'm still getting the hang of this. I know I'm definitely not an expert yet. It depends. There's so many different comps that people come up with on who they want to place under C, whether it's full Sith Empire, whether you're going to have Malik be the only tank, or whether you're going to use Set as another tank. Some people are using Royal Guard, as you see here. I think it's nice having a second tank, just because you can go ahead and focus down on them and you don't have to attack Malik and spread that fear around. I did make a mistake here. I shouldn't have used Veer's AoE because that caused everybody to counter. And then once C counters, he starts spreading that deceived, and that really screws up your troopers. You can see here, I keep trying to go after C because I want to get him down. You don't want to go after Malik. And even though he's not taunting, I'm kind of stuck. So at this point, I can go after EP and take him out, gain some more turn meter and all that. But now look at where I'm at. See, I got Malik and I've got Sith Eternal Emperor on the board, and I'm forced to go after Malik. So you never want to be in that spot because he's just going to tank you all day long, and he's going to drain you, and everybody's going to get feared. And that doesn't matter when he's the last one, but when you've got C over there on the board and he just went into his ultimate stance, that means the next time he takes a turn is game over. And there Malik drained my Death Trooper. So, yeah, this one did not go very well. And there went C's ultimate. So, yeah, that sucked. Like, all because of traced it back. I did the AoE with Veers. I should have just done a basic and not had C counterattack and start spreading that deceived around, because that really ended up doing me in. And it's like, imps are good and they're a fun counter and I love using them, but one mistake on something like this and that's it. There's nothing you can do. So we'll take out next his Jedi Master Luke team, go on that while I'm thinking about what I'm going to do, for the rest of them. And for that, you can use your Sith Empire. He's just got his backup Jedi. It's definitely the B team. Just because you put Jedi Master Luke as the leader doesn't mean you can just fill the rest of the squad with like the leftovers. He's got nobody in there that's a hard-hitting, character. I mean, he's got health from Barriss. Yes, he's got revives from Jolie. Taunt, I guess, and ability block from Old Ben. But really, as far as taunting, you want Jedi Master Luke to do it. Like, that's what he's built for. So he's your tank. You really need some heavy damage on this team. And he's got none of that. So regular Sith Empire, and I don't even have Malik here. I've got Malik on defense, so I can't use him. I just brought in all the rest of my Sith Empire. But really, it's Shock that does the job. So I just got to work on taking these guys out kind of one by one. I want to get Jolie out because I don't want him bringing anybody back from the dead. So let's keep trying to do that. I've got Death Mark on JML now. So I'm just going all out. And look at that. HK was able to just do a nice big hit and take him out. So look at that. I think it's pretty easy. It went really well, so I'm happy with that one. That my Sith Empire worked, took out his Galactic Legend squad for 56 banners there. I did jump around a bit this round. We're going to go down south and take out his Grievous with BB-8 squad with Nightsisters, just because I already know that's the counter I'm going to use for that. So might as well go ahead and knock that out. And then that way it'll help me narrow down what else I'm working with. I don't really have a planning board like Klesso or some of the others will plan out all their squads and what's going to be used for what. I just kind of do it in my head and think, okay, I'm going to use this for this for this. And so once I do it, then that narrows down the pool and I can see who all else do I have left. I mean, maybe I should plan it out and might do a little bit better, but I like it. I mean, it seems to work, so we just roll with it. You guys know Nightsisters is a great counter for GG unless they're putting Newt in there. If there's Newt or Watt, that's when I won't use Nightsisters. But other than that, if they do BB-8 or like Droidica or any other weird combination, Nightsisters gets the job done. You won't get any protection banners back, but you can end with all 5 alive with full health. It does get dicey. Some people, don't like being scared the whole match thinking that it's going to go south. And it definitely can go south, but for the most part, it works. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't be using it. If you guys watch any other content creators, a lot of them will use this whenever there's BB-8 on there and he's going to speed up the Grievous team. With Nightsisters, it really doesn't matter because you want them to die. You want them to keep dying so they can power up Daka and Asajj and just make them that much, tankier, stronger. Asajj hits harder. So you just want to keep it up. Just keep cycling through those deaths and have them assist from the grave. So you kind of double dip on the damage there. And that's all we keep doing. You see how Daka gets left with Zombie. And by the time it's her turn, she just brings everybody back. Now we're down to Lone Grievous, like it should be. Bring everybody back. And it's business as usual. Just keep going after them. Let them assist from the grave a little bit till we get a chance to bring everybody back. Still got Asajj, assist them from the grave. Bring them back. Heal up if we can. Do enough damage. And that should do it. Got Grievous with Plague on him and he dies to that. 55 banners. Good enough there. Let's go back up top. Start working on the C squad. I haven't had to clean up a C with Malik like this, so I wasn't sure what exactly would work. I did bring in my CLS team thinking maybe they get enough damage to punch through. They can get stuck on Malik. Malik is a pain to try to get down. With him with his drains that he does right there, it's very frustrating to try to get through. I do have the full team with C-3PO and all that, but he's throwing so much fear around that it's hard. You miss so many turns. There's not a lot you can do. And look at that. He keeps going. He's in the green on health. I thought, okay, I got him into the yellow. But I mean, half my team is feared most of the match. Different ones. And it's like, I can't do enough damage. So I hit him with CLS. Not enough damage. CLS gets feared. One of my Chewies is feared. It's like I'm not getting all the extra assist attacks, which are going to trigger exposes. The more attacks and exposes and everything, that's how you punch through them. And he was able to drain Chewie, my main Chewie, so I lose the guard, and that's definitely not good. No guard, no assist from Chewie to help out with the damage. So look at that. I'm making no progress here. Malik's back in the green, and he's just plugging away, chipping away at my team. So it did not go very well with CLS as a counter. It's like a big waste of a squad. And now the Emperor got his ultimate off, and that was the end of that. Like, that's all I got left. Chewie and Backpack Chewie, or Backpack C-3PO, and I'm just like, So what I did was, I got Malik down into the yellow, thankfully. So as long as he's in the yellow, that's okay. I can live with that. So I let him go, and he's in the yellow. It's my turn to go. So what I decided to do was just time it out. So that's what I did. I let the whole match time out with him in the yellow. Then I sent in my Maul lead with Asajj and Sith Assassin. And I figured that way I can take out Malik at least. If I can get rid of Malik, I can get rid of C. So there it was. Savaj's special is perfect for getting rid of Malik. And that's all I needed him to do. So it sucks. It counts as another battle, whatever. But it's a way to punch through and grind the team down. Sometimes you just let it time out, and that way you can make your moves. So got rid of that one. Now it's just a lone C left to deal with. We're going to take out this Newt team down south first, and then see what's in the back, and then I'll circle back to cleaning that up. So for the new team, and he's got Jango in there, he's got Dooku, Nest is in there. I mean, it's a new team like you would typically see, right? But I put my Geos on defense this round. I know you guys that have seen my previous videos watch me use Geos all the time versus Newt squads. Well, put them on defense just because it's something different. And I didn't want to put something weak, and I needed one more team. So I ended up keeping my Padme team. And I figure I'll go ahead and use Padme against this. You know, you don't have all the extra assists like the Geos do, but I've got enough protection and kind of survivability that Padme should do okay. So I'm going after Dooku, trying to get him out of there. And then once he's gone, I should be in much better shape. So there he went. Now I can work on Droideka. And the good thing is the courage stacks. I mean, I'm doing massive chunks of damage, so pretty happy with that. The good thing about is if you do cleanse off extortion, you get Ahsoka assisting and at least doing some damage. And she does have a dispel, so that is kind of nice. Sometimes it comes in handy. I'm going after Jango now because he doesn't have his damage immunity, so I can do some damage to him finally. Keep cleansing off this extortion, trying to keep protection up. You really got to mind the protection up. You don't want somebody to get one shot and get killed. So I'm constantly watching that. You just got to be careful with that. And I'm also watching Nest to see when I can get a big hit on Nest to kill her. So that's what I do. Keep looking at Nest. I want to take her out, and that wasn't enough. Got her into the red. She's in the yellow now. I thought maybe I could punch through with Shakti. She had a bunch of courage and stacks on her, and it wasn't enough. Thankfully, it's Ahsoka's turn now. She's got her big attack available, got courage, and it was enough to take out Nest. So with Nest gone, now I don't have to worry about possibly getting stuck and timing out. It's just clean up Newt and be done. So that's what we're going to do. Boom. There we go. Done with that. 55 banners. That's fine. Done with that, and I can see the back. See what he's got back there. He's got CLS, the full CLS team, and then he's got some Bosk bounty hunters. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's take out this C team, and I can use my own bounty hunters for that. One of my guildmates told me that Bosk lead is the way to go as long as you have decent relic, high relic bounty hunters, which of course I do. So here we go. Bosk lead. They've got plenty of tankiness. Look at the contract already off. And that's all I need right there. Mando's got his disintegrate. It doesn't actually disintegrate, but it does a decent amount of damage. And look at that. Jango's rocket will finish him off. There we go. 30 banners, but at least I got through it. I'm glad I didn't get stuck on it. And then here's his Rey team. He's got Rey with the bros, with Holdo, and L3, and I checked the modding and all that, so I should be good to go. My Vader is faster, thankfully, so I can go ahead and use a Vader team. I've got Thrawn, I've got Traya, I've got Watt, and then I put IPD in there. It's good to use IPD, I think, when there's multiple tanks. That way, in case they taunt, you can just clear that off and put the target lock. And since I have the Zeta, they can't gain any buffs while they have the target lock. So as long as you've got your IPD pretty potent, that target lock will stick, and that will help you out with having to deal with extra buffs from tanks. So as long as I can clear those off and be able to fracture Rey, I'll be in good shape. What I want to do here is try and get Holdo out. I wanted to throw a Cullen Blade and get her health and protection down, you know, at least a little bit if I could. Go around the horn with some basics. I can drop some more dots here, so that's what I'm going to do. And then here I'll go ahead and use the target lock, you know, from the IPD and clear off all the buffs and try and spread some target lock. And that way I don't have to worry about taunt or anything like that. It's Watt's turn, so I'm going to go ahead and dish out a tech. Put one of his techs on the field. It really doesn't matter. But I like to use the tank tech just to make sure that Thrawn doesn't get ability blocked or anything. Pass the turn to Traya so she can isolate L3. I'm free to fracture Rey. And as soon as I do that, I'm in good shape. Like, it's going the way that it should go. So fracture Rey. Now I just have to make sure and take out Holdo. She's gone. Now I can go into Merciless with Vader. And once you're in that second Merciless, you're pretty much good to go. As long as your Vader's modded right and you've got enough crit and damage and all that good stuff, you're going to be fine. You drop dots the second time, and that should put enough debuffs on Rey to be able to take her out. So that's when you can use your Culling Blade, and there she goes. Done with Rey. Now you just got to clean up. So you can't just throw it on auto from here because the bros hit kind of hard. If you're not paying attention, they will take somebody out. So just got to watch out for the damage immunity and all that. Try and keep them ability blocked if you can. That way you don't have to worry about Finn throwing the grenades and stuff that he does. The best thing with having Thrawn there is when they're ability blocked anyway, and he shoots them, he's going to stun them. So you got that extra control with this team. I like it. It does a pretty good job of controlling the board. I've just got the bros left to deal with, so there went Poe. Now it's just Finn left to deal with. And look at that. I've got Vader ready to take him out here. Going to Merciless. He doesn't have his Cullen Blade, but a basic is good enough to finish him off. And that's 60 banners. So countered his Rey, 60 banners. Pretty pleased with that. Think that went well. Open up the back and look at the ships, and he's got Empire, something back there. But check this out. So if you go actually click on it, he has Negotiator back there, but it only shows the Empire one. That's so friggin' stupid. I like my disappointment instantly whenever I open the back. If I see Negotiator back there, I don't know. I had to click on it to see that. Guess what? Negotiator's back there. So we'll circle back to that. Y'all know I hate ships. We're just going to go down to the bottom, clear off these last two ground squads, and then deal with the dumb ships. Alright, so for his full CLS team that he's got, I figured probably the best way to go would be my Jedi with JML. I mean, he's tanky. He's not going to go anywhere. And even if they did a bunch of damage to him, I've got Jolee in there, so Jolee could bring him right back, I think. I guess. I've never really tried it, but he is a Jedi. He should be able to be revived. So it just seems like a nice insurance policy anyway. I've got Gas in there. He does plenty of damage. Was able to take out Chewie. Once you get rid of Chewie, it gets a bit easier. Try and take out the backpack C-3PO. Get rid of him. Now I don't have to worry about any of those assists or anything like that. And now I just have CLS to wrap up. So it is a heavy-duty squad. I mean, overkill using a GL versus the CLS. But at least I don't have to worry about getting smoked and losing banners. 58 banners for that one. And we'll take out the last one, his bounty hunters, with some Jedi. So I've got JKR still available with JKL. Got Ezra on there. Got Grandmaster Yoda, Bastila. I mean, these are just the ones that I have left, you know. And they hit hard enough, so they should get the job done. It's Bosk lead, so I don't have to worry about them going super fast or anything. I'm going to outspeed them and just start taking them out, you know, one by one. I like that AoE stun that Jedi Luke brings to the table. Keep them all under control so that way things can't get crazy. Got out Jango and Boba. The other ones are stealth, so I can't really mess with them. You know, Dengar, that's the way, and then Grief. So gotta go after Bosk here. Nothing I can really do about that. Got him down to the yellow though, so get rid of him there. And now it doesn't matter who I go after. They're both under stealth, but stun Grief. He can't do anything. Dengar's not going to do anything. I don't want him to throw those bombs. That's the only thing that can kind of mess you up, because they can do some decent damage. But I think I can take him out before that. So there we go. Done with that. 60 banners there. Pretty happy with the ground squads. And I ain't even going to lie. As soon as I got done with this, I went straight to another guildmate of mine. Yoda Force. He's a good guy and he's good at fleets. And I had him walk me through on those stupid ships. So I did it over Zoom. And I wasn't able to record while I was zooming. And he was able to guide me through so I didn't get stuck on a stupid negotiator on defense. So got 61 banners, I think, for that one, and 61 for the other. So I don't have that to show you. Not that I show my fleet battles anyway, but I ain't even gonna lie. I went straight to a guildmate and said, talk me through this, let's get it done. And that's what I did. Didn't get stuck on ships. My opponent did go, and he struggled mightily. He actually got stuck without being able to get through to my back zone, so Geos were able to hold the line and keep him stuck from clearing the bottom. First time I put them on defense in a while, but I'm glad I did. So that's a win for me, and we'll be heading into round 2. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.